everyone! So if you're wondering where I am and why I'm in a forest, I am just out with my mum. We're on a little holiday in Clayton for my birthday. So yeah, there's just this cute little forest here by our cottage, so I thought I'd come out and make a video. So this is going to be a video that I've been meaning to make for I think over a year now, but every time I made it, it just didn't come out right, and I don't really think I fully understood the subject enough to really talk about it properly, I guess, which is why the videos never came out right. Well, now that I think I have a better understanding of how it works, I'm going to try this again, because a lot of people seem to be kind of curious about it, particularly on the internet, and sometimes they ask some things that are relevant and others that are just a little bit crossing the line that I also want to talk about. So this is going to be on my gender identity and gender expression. And so if you don't know already, I think some of you do. I identify, I guess, as bi-gender and also gender fluid. Bi-gender because I feel that I identify as a girl and I also identify as a boy. And sometimes I'm both at once, or other times I kind of switch between them, which is why I also think of myself as gender fluid. And usually I express this through my clothing, and sometimes I'll change my voice a little bit. But yeah, today for example, I'm just kind of both, like floating somewhere in between the two. And it's kind of a difficult thing to explain how it works to people. It's just how I've always been, I think. Even as a kid, I think since the age of about 9 or 10, maybe even before that, one day I dressed kind of like really boyish in society's standards, and then the next I'd be wearing flowing skirts and skin-tight clothing and stuff like that. I didn't really think anything of it. I sort of did at the time, but I couldn't figure out why I did it. I felt like I had to choose one, and like I was betraying the other when I switched between the two, if that makes sense. Later on I discovered all the different gender identities and gender variations that people can be, and I realised that I fit quite neatly under the gender fluid and bi-gender labels. I don't really call myself that strictly, it's more so just so people can get an idea of it, and I don't really have to explain too in-depthly about it. I've just always felt a very strong correlation, I guess, with both genders. Yeah, I don't know, it's always been there. As I said before, I convey that through clothing and such, but as a boy, I'm usually quite a feminine boy. It kind of depends on the day. As far as pronouns go, it usually depends on the day. Like today, I'm fine with he, she, and they. Some days I only like to be called he, other days I only like to be called she, and some days I just like to be called they. They is acceptable at any time, because I feel like it acknowledges both of my genders at once, and you're less likely to make a mistake of calling me a girl when I'm a boy and vice versa. Obviously I don't expect people to just know like whatever day what gender they're meant to call me, like just by looking at me, because I know it can be difficult, especially with my style, since gothiness often is very androgynous, so it can be hard to tell. As I kind of said before, if you don't know what pronoun to refer to me as, I don't know, just whenever, they, their and them is the safest route to go with that. I'd just also like to address a few questions that I keep getting in places like Tumblr, where people are sending me messages asking me about my sexual organs and whether I was born as male or female. I know you're curious, and when you ask me how I was born, you're probably trying to be discreet and subtle, but to me at least, I find that question kind of offensive, because I don't think people really need to know what's in my pants and how my body was born. I just don't think it's really necessary, and it's not really any of your business. Some people, like a few, are usually okay with people asking, but most of the people I know of other gender variations are not okay with it and consider it quite rude, and with good reason. So I would appreciate you not asking such personal questions, because really it's no. I don't know why you'd think that it's acceptable to ask things like that, because it's really a very personal thing, and as I said, not really any of your business. So with that, I hope that shed a bit of light on it all, and I'm sorry if this video was a little bit all over the place, but I just really wanted to get this out there to clear some things up, because some people have been a bit curious about it or not understand it, and I just wanted to shed some light on it. So thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. And I'm sorry it's been a little while since I've been making videos. Like, I know it's only a few weeks, but I think it just seems like a lot for me. Hopefully soon I'll be getting back into it a bit more. And so if there's any videos in particular you'd like to see from me, feel free to request them because I'm kind of running out of ideas again. So yeah, I'll probably also be doing maybe a couple of makeup tutorials soon. And I'll be talking a bit more about how I clean my bones because people have been asking that a lot, so I'm just going to make a video about it and get it over with. So thank you again, and I'll see you next time.